The state's unwillingness to prioritize school funding has triggered deficit budgets across the state. These budget shortfalls are largely due to the passing of House Bill 3 in 2019. This was the last legislative session with a meaningful focus on school finance. However, it negatively affected property-wealthy districts like Glen Rose ISD. HB 3 removed $6 million in annual funding phased in over the last 5 years. This represented a 25% loss in operating revenue. You couple this with inflation, a simple trip to the grocery store can show you that everything costs more than it did in 2019. Inflation is up 23%. Another factor that comes into play is enrollment. Glen Rose ISD has grown by about 200 students since 2019. This leads us to an equation that simply can't be solved. Glen Rose ISD must educate 200 more students than we had in 2019, with cost up 23% and $6 million less in annual funding.
Glen Rose ISD has always been mindful of local taxpayers. As seen on this chart, Glen Rose ISD consistently adopts a tax rate that is lower than the state average. GRISD also provides a 20% optional local homestead exemption, which is given by very few districts. The average taxable value of a house in Glen Rose ISD before exemptions is $305,000. The 20% local exemption is taken prior to the $100,000 state exemption, which saves taxpayers in Glen Rose ISD 41% compared to surrounding districts. The average ISD tax in surrounding districts is over $1,900. Glen Rose ISD tax is just over $1,100, which is a difference of nearly $800 per year.
Glen Rose ISD is now asking for your partnership in passing a voter-approved tax rate election, also known as a VATRE. If passed, the VATRE will allow for an estimated $1.7 million increase in the amount of local tax dollars that remain in GRISD while maintaining the same tax rate. This is not a tax rate increase. Due to rising property values in Somerville County, Glen Rose ISD is able to maintain the same tax rate at 78.96 cents per $100 valuation. We are asking the Glen Rose community to show your support by coming out and voting in the election on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Early voting will be held at the Glen Rose ISD Administration Building October 21st through November 1st, and Election Day will be at the Glen Rose City Hall on November 5th, 2024. We appreciate your continued support of Glen Rose ISD. Go Tigers!